Topping today's news, the PLP holds its final rally before the by-election. The government signing two major contracts today. More from the Energy Summit and the energy reform plans for the country. And the Minister of National Security warns against engaging the police. This is your JCN Evening News. I'm Jarino Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us. With just 3 days before Golden Isles constituents go to the polls to elect a new member of parliament, the Progressive Liberal Party held a major rally last night with speakers including Prime Minister Philip Davis and the candidate Darren Pickstock. Mr. Pickstock charged that his F&M opponent has no real plan. He asked residents for an opportunity to prove himself and execute his own plan.
Not fix a road. It does not improve a park. It does not bring youth programs. It does not create jobs. It does not deliver results. You deserve more than a man saying, I've lived here, so give me a chance. Representation is not about where you sleep. It is about what you do, Golden Isles. And what I will do is simple, Golden Isles. After we win on Monday, the real work begins. From corner to corner, from street to street, from home to home, Golden Isles. That will not change. I will remain here with you.
Mr. Pickstock has the full support of the governing party and the Prime Minister Philip Davis, who reassured residents of Golden Isles, despite delayed progress in the past, works will improve and continue to improve in that constituency. He asked residents of Golden Isles to give Mr. Pickstock a chance.
Many of you have told me that you understand how important this is, because Darren is his own man. His path is his path. His story is his story. His work is his work. He's asking for a chance to prove himself to you. I hope you'll give him that chance so he can show you the kind of representation that you deserve. So Golden Isles, if you give him a chance, here's what you'll get. A man who shows up. A man who listens. A man who delivers. When you talk to Darren, you can feel his drive. You can feel the fire he brings. You can hear the conviction in his voice. He understands what it means to come from humble beginnings, to be counted out, to face challenges others didn't have to.
The F&M will stage its final rally tonight at the Dignity Gardens Community Park. They'll start at 7:30 p.m. The Coalition of Independents will hold their blackout rally on Saturday evening on Carmichael Road West. Meanwhile, independent candidate Karen Butler says she is not fazed by the large rallies because many of those in attendance at those rallies are not residents of Golden Isles and they cannot vote on Monday. Monday's voters will go to the polls to elect either PLP's candidate Darren Pickstock, the F&M's candidate Brian Brown, COI's candidate Brian Roll, or the independent Ms. Karen Butler. Close to 8,000 voters registered and eligible to cast their vote on Monday. Meanwhile, despite calls by the Free National Movement for his removal, according to the Prime Minister Philip Davis, Neil Campbell will remain the returning officer in charge of the by-election on Monday. The Minister of National Security, Wayne Munro, whose portfolio includes the oversight of elections, has defended Mr. Campbell and the Parliamentary Registration Department for their work at the advanced poll earlier this week on Monday. Says there's no need to replace Mr. Campbell. He accused the Free National Movement of creating falsehoods.
We don't question the political allegiance of persons. That's not our business. Public servants are free to hold political views, but not to demonstrate them. And everyone is free to vote for whoever they wish. The code of conduct with regard to public servants is clear. If they have something that they can produce to show that he has transgressed any of the rules, they ought to produce it. But this behavior that they have about trafficking and gossip and rumors is a low form of advocacy, is a low form of dealing. It does not respect people's names and reputations.
Mr. Monroe also announced that the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Commodore Captain Floyd Moxey has agreed to make available several quick response teams of Defense Force officers to man the polls during Monday's by-election to maintain law and order. The polling stations will be at the Adelaide Primary School and the Anatole Rogers Senior High School. A $100 million investment for the Exumas is on the way, as an agreement for the redevelopment of the former Sandoz Emerald Bay property into Beaches Exuma has been signed. The deal will create hundreds of construction jobs and nearly 1,000 permanent jobs. Sandoz board member Gervais Warner says the redevelopment represents a major step forward for Exuma.
I think that the opportunity for us to make in excess of $100 million US dollars, well in excess of $100 million US dollars investment in the fantastic, gorgeous island of Exuma is going to redound to the benefit of Bahamians, the Sandals organization, and with ripple effects for the guests who visit the shores of Exuma through this resort that is going to be upgraded.
The Beaches Exuma project will include expanded family accommodations, new restaurants, a water park, sports facilities, and a major conference center. Prime Minister Philip Davis says the investment comes at an important time for Exuma and the country.
The young Exumians will finally have a real pathway into this industry. Independent assessments show that once the resort is fully open, it will support more than 1,500 jobs each year and attract tens of thousands of visitors. 1,500 because of the indirect employment that flows from that opening as well. That means more money circulating in Exuma's economy, more opportunities for families, and more strength across the family islands.
Construction is expected to generate more than 450 jobs with expanded training programs and opportunities for Exumians to work throughout the Sandoz network. Finally, in this segment, following two police-involved shooting incidents within 48 hours earlier this week and following a warning to the public by Police Press Liaison Officer Chief Superintendent Sharia King, the Minister for National Security, Wayne Monroe, is leaving nothing to doubt. He is warning criminals and individuals who think you can engage the police not to do so or face the consequences, especially if you're going to shoot guns at the police.
The first police-involved shooting was of 3 or 4 individuals who were trying to kill somebody in my constituency. I would hope the public would expect the police to kill people who are trying to kill other people. I would hope that nobody has a problem with that. When you have young men going around with firearms trying to kill other young men, I would hope that people can understand that it's the job of the police to kill them and not for anybody else to retaliate later trying to kill them. You cannot be around this country chasing after other people to kill them, because that's just wrong.
An 81-year-old man was hospitalized after being shot in the elbow and the buttocks by police officers around 1 a.m. on Thursday morning after he shot at officers who were executing a search warrant at a house at his home on West Bay Street. It follows the fatal shooting of a male who, along with 2 others who escaped after they fired gunshots at police officers following a car chase that ended on Cooper's Terrace off Camp Road on Tuesday morning. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials.